Welcome to episode number 3, part 2 of the All Things Sports Podcast. My name is Zach Bischoff, and I'm joined over there by
Danny Shannon.
All right, thank you, Danny. In part number 2, we are going to discuss also the show rundown and the ticker at the bottom of our screen. All gracefully brought to you by Danny Shannon. All right. So thank you, Danny, for providing the lovely information in the ticker. As you can see to my right, we're going to first talk about the CONCACAF Gold Cup, and then the Pens off season, and the Home Run Derby, and All Star Game, as related. Danny, am I missing anything? Any last minute additions to the program?
No, I don't believe so, Zach. Thanks for having me. And there's obviously no problem, getting all things set up for you for everything you do for the podcast. So happy to do it, man.
All right. So first, excuse me, we're going to talk about the Gold Cup as mentioned first. So Danny, just your thoughts on the United States men's national team's 2-1 defeat final score was what? 2-1, 5-4 on penalties. So their loss against Panama in the last evening Stanley Cup final, CONCACAF Gold Cup final.
Yeah, for sure, Zach. Hockey's on the brain, obviously, for a lot of us, and I'm sure for a lot of our listeners too. So, yeah, man. As far as the Gold Cup, I feel like, Zach, there's two ways to look at this, right? Obviously, for maybe not fans that don't follow soccer particularly closely, the United States men's national team has been having recent success under the interim management of B.J. Callahan. Now, Greg Berhalter will rejoin the team at some point, as he's been reinstated as the national team's head coach. But anyways, the United States men's national team has really, been up and down these last couple of years. I mean, starting from not qualifying in two World Cups that they qualified and got out of the group in the last World Cup, so that's encouraging. They really, it's a new generation really of players in the U.S. men's national team ranks and teams. So it looks different. With that being said, Zach, in the Nations League, which the United States won over Mexico just a few weeks ago, I believe. They had more of a team, if you will, the best of the best, with the likes of Christian Pulisic and Serginho Dest and guys like that. But this time in the Gold Cup, that is not the case, and that is why I'm actually very encouraged. I think you can look at it kind of two ways. Like, yeah, we lost to Panama, which you would obviously want to develop into. You obviously want to reach the final. Obviously, that's the goal of any tournament that you play in. But Zach, they got to the semifinals with basically not their strongest team. I think that's something to note on for sure. I mean, Jesus Ferreira had a heck of a tournament. Matt Turner has been consistent in that. So I, for one, am super excited to see how, first off, the women do in Australia coming up in a couple of weeks here, but also
in New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yes.
Australia as well as New Zealand, yes.
Thanks, Zach, for catching that. But I'm excited, man, to see how things play out. Because I mean, I think you have to be cautiously optimistic if you're a men's soccer fan in the U.S. because it hasn't been this successful in a while, honestly.
All right. Thank you, Danny. Yes, I agree. Last night now, yes, I get that the U.S. men's national team does not currently have its A team, so to speak, in the Gold Cup right now. But I think the last two games I've watched have not been very. U.S. got lucky in the quarterfinal win over whoever it was. But
Canada, I believe.
yes, Canada. Thank you.
No, Zach, you make a great point. I honestly say, with last night's, they were lucky to get it into penalties too, because I don't know if you saw that extra time, but Panama scored first. Man. So they really, and they controlled most of that extra time period. It did not seem like we had a ton of intensity in the attack of the whole game. And our first corner, I believe, came in like the 85th minute, which is obviously not great. But again, that's why I'm a little bit encouraged, cautiously optimistic, because we didn't really control the game. We didn't, have our best like structural game where we were, making all these passes and getting all these chances. But I mean, Jesus Ferreira. If any of our listeners did not see that goal was unbelievable, and it was just something out of nothing. So that's why I'm encouraged, Zach. We're starting to really kind of be able to. You're starting to see a little bit more depth in the past. If that makes sense, Zach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and one thing I noticed from the Team USA's win over Canada was early in the game, an assistant referee was injured on a shot on an errant ball. He was hit in the head, I believe. And reports are that he is recovering from that. And there was about 10 or 12 minute delay, and then that obviously leads to 10 or 12 minutes of stoppage time. So it was interesting to me to see how the players would react from being for sitting all of that time. Now they did warm up after the official was removed from the field, and then it was interesting to see how the rules would come into play on that with the assistant referee getting hurt. But I think that affected their game after that.
No. Yeah, Jack, no, 100%, man. Because even with that long stoppage time period, and they ended up going to penalties in the quarterfinal. Obviously Matt Turner makes two big saves, and we were composed the first time around. But I think having to go 120 plus minutes, considering plus stoppage time, all told, I mean that is super taxing, and that definitely showed against Panama. I thought Panama was way fresher than we were, Zach.
Yeah, and especially letting go all the way to penalties in both games too. And not games on back-to-back days, but back-to-back games.
Well, yeah, no, 100%. And that, I wonder, Jesus Ferreira missed his first penalty in the semifinal game. And I'm not trying to criticize Jesus a ton, because we weren't in that spot if he did not. I mean, not the game up 5 minutes ahead of 5 minutes after Panama scored. But that after taking going penalty kicks in consecutive games, that's a lot of mental, like a mental factor. Penalties are all mental, Zach. And I don't know if you picked up on what the announcer said, but Jesus Ferreira scored going to one side, and then he went on the opposite side against Panama, and the goalie saved it. So that's mind games right there, 1-on-1.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes, I have no further thoughts on that. So next,
one quick thing too.
Yes.
Sorry to kind of I just thought of this, so hopefully it's a decent question. But because the U.S. And Canada and Mexico do not have to qualify for the next World Cup in 2026, because it is in Los Angeles, Canada, and Mexico. Do you think? What's your expectations? I know it's super early, and I know it's really hard. What makes the World Cup so great is that it's every 4 years, so that the anticipation really grows. But do you have any predictions as to where the U.S. will finish up? Do you think we'll make it out of the group again? Do you think we'll go farther than we did?
I think we will, as of right now, go to the round of 8. Now that will change. I'm sure that will change when we have to do through the groups. When we do come out closer to the event. Shifting gears real quick to the Women's World Cup, we will not have play-by-play coverage of, I don't think, any of the games due to extreme time differences, but we will be talking extensively on this podcast about the Women's World Cup, and we will preview and do more of a Women's World Cup preview show, our next episode here. And next, we are going to talk about, as I bring the notes back up here, there they are. We're actually going to do the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game second, and then we're going to shift to the Pens off season. We will end with the Pens off season. All right. Excuse me. Danny, your thoughts on the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game?
You're right there, Zach. No, sure, buddy. Very, very passionate about both the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. I respect it. No, Zach. For sure, man. I guess we'll start with the Home Run Derby. Vladimir Guerrero winning the Home Run Derby like father, like son. Which that starting there, that is just super cool. Vladdy being a young kid and seeing his dad win, and then him be able to call his dad after he won the Home Run Derby is just super cool. That was a really feel good moment. But I really enjoyed the Home Run Derby, Zach, especially this year because I really enjoyed the bonus time. I know some people would rather do the outs, like it was. But Zach, something interesting. The final score, I forget who Vladimir Guerrero Sr. was going against, but the final score of that Home Run Derby, the finals, were 3-2. Julio Rodriguez hit 40-plus home runs in 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was
that. Go ahead.
That was interesting to see. I really quite enjoyed that. I'm honestly surprised he got knocked out by Vlad in the semifinals, but that was a sight to see. I mean, 40-something home runs in 4 minutes? Is that with bonus? That's with bonus. Yeah, no, that is with bonus time. Yes.
Yeah, because you got that extra minute. But yeah, Zach,
everybody gets another 30 seconds. But then if you get two home runs over 440 feet, then you get an extra 30 seconds. I do prefer this system as opposed to the out system.
Yeah, I completely agree, Jack, because it's more focused on how many home runs can you hit in a period of time, as opposed to, okay, I'm going to take 10 pitches before I swing because I think I can hit a home run. No, Zach, what I thought was super cool was just first off, the fact that Julio Rodriguez hit 41 home runs in his home ballpark.
Yeah.
That's just super cool, and that's what the Home Run Derby is all about. I mean, Adley Rutschman had a heck. He's a rising star for the Orioles. Yeah, heck of a run. I mean, hitting like 20 home runs, or he ended up with 28, but he had like 18 home runs, and then he went 8 for 10. He started on the left side and went to the right side, I believe. I mean, that is, and his dad was pitching to him. I mean, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, the Home Run Derby I watch it every year. I watch the All-Star Game every year too. It's I always like watching them because they mic everyone up. Everyone's having a good time. Now, one thing I do want to get your thoughts on, Danny, is do you like that the players in the All-Star Game now wear wear unique uniforms each year as opposed to when they wore their team uniform?
I don't, Zach. And I think a lot of people share that similar sentiment because I just think with the uniforms, you're trying to do too much there, Zach. Like I just give me the simple, team with the All-Star hat. I like that a lot better, Zach.
I like when teams used to wear their own. It makes it easier. When players are wearing their own jerseys for trying to do play-by-play like I would the other night, and then that crash and burn. Take a break from that here for a minute. We will have live play-by-play coverage of the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the San Francisco Giants. Coverage will begin at about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Danny, your thoughts on once again trying to do some play-by-play of Pirates and Giants?
Yeah, Zach, I'm really excited. And just, I'm really hopeful that we can, this is the first time that I will call a baseball game with you, Zach. So I'm excited for that. I'm also excited to, see how players can start the second half off with the right foot. Because one of the things with the All-Star game specifically, Zach, obviously the NL finally broke the streak, which is a huge deal for National League fans. That's been going on for like 9 years. The AL always beat the NL, Zach. But I think, and the announcers mentioned this too with Guerrero, how hopefully him winning the home run derby can have him, get him off the right foot. Come on for the second half of the season, because the regular season is such a grind. I mean, 162 is such a grind. So I'm really looking forward to see, how can the Pirates, it's been certainly an up and down season. I mean, we started off super well, and then we've kind of like fallen back down to earth these past couple months here. But I really think the Pirates have one run in them, Zach.
Yep. And I need you to move to your right for me.
Move to my right. All right.
You're right. No, not your computer, your body.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Put your computer back where it was. And
sorry.
Move your computer. Come on. You're not moving.
All right. Is this good?
No. That's if anything, that's worse. Anyway. Okay. Just lean to your right a little bit. You'll be fine.
Lean to my right? Okay.
Right. Yes, there you go. All right. Now we're good. Okay. Yes, I just need to announce the issues that plagued me during the All-Star Game broadcast. I believe that they should be corrected. So, hopefully we have no problems yet with the coverage of the Pirates and San Francisco Giants will begin at about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. That is Friday. What is the day? It is the 13th. Right? Oh, it's Thursday today. Yeah. So it's not Friday the 13th. It's not unlucky. But I don't know if we'd be doing play on Friday the 13th after what happened last time. But all right, now we look forward to that. That'll be broadcast here on our YouTube channel because it appears that I've learned that I cannot multi-stream. I learned that the hard way. So now we are finally going to be talking about the Penguins offseason moves to date, and that will be our final segment here this evening. Any just your thoughts, and giving the list of Penguins roster moves to date as we sit here today on Thursday, July 13th, 2023.
Yeah, for sure, Zach. This is my by far I've been really looking forward to talking some Pens off season on this podcast. So I'm really, this is a segment that I've been looking forward to. So yeah, man. I mean, Kyle Dubas, man, has been making some moves, and that is for sure. I mean, draft night. Getting Riley Smith for a 2024 third-round pick, which I think that's a great move, Zach. I mean, you obviously with the salary cap situation currently, Zach, you cannot afford to keep Zucker. But I think Riley Smith is kind of that plug-and-play player that's a lot like Jason Zucker. So I am super happy about that move, Zach. Specifically that move, Zach.
All right, yeah, Pens have made a lot of good moves, and some moves I don't like. And the main move I'm talking about is the 5-year contract extension of goaltender Tristan Jarry. Danny, your brief thoughts on this, the re-signing of Tristan Jarry.
Yeah, Zach. Kyle Dubas, obviously, meeting with Tristan Jarry, meeting with the agent, saw something and heard something, because the on-ice production really has not been there in recent years. We've obviously said, Tristan Jarry, he has got to have a stellar season, and he really hasn't for a while. Mostly he has been plagued by injuries, and I I do not like the fact that it's 5 years, Zach. Just because that is such a long time. But I am, if Tristan Jari can stay healthy, Zach. I think that we can get a better he needs to stay healthy, man, and I want to believe that he will. Right now, I'm a little skeptical, though, honestly.
Yeah, I really I mean, Dubas in his very short tenure here in Pittsburgh has made a lot of has made more good moves than bad moves, but I think this is a really bad move. Um, I really didn't like the play of Tristan Jari last year. I really haven't liked the play of him the last couple of years, but last year was really the sticking point of the, and I think that's ultimately what kept the Penguins out of the playoffs. Well, one of the many contributing factors to that, but one of the big ones was, I think, goaltending. But yeah, I really don't like the move. I really think they should have let him walk. Now, Dubas did pick up Alex Nedeljkovic from Detroit. Danny, get your thoughts on that move?
Yeah, Zach. Again, man, that's a great point. That, I really do agree with most of the moves Dubas has been making, and Alex Nedeljkovic and guys like Lars Eller and Ryan Graves, and I think those are all moves in the right direction, because those are guys that are established guys that you know what you're going to get. You can kind of start to think about, okay, obviously we got Crosby, Malkin, Gensel. We can think about with Riley Smith and Brian Ross. Hopefully he has a better year. We can start to think about, okay, how are we gonna piece together that bottom six that's it's been super hard to get consistency out of. I mean, it seems like Mike Sullivan's tried every line combination in the book, and just not been able to get super great production, Zach. Do you have any? Sorry. Here, what can I do to be in the frame?
Yeah, just lean over. Keep leaning.
Just lean over.
I keep leaning. Just keep leaning. Okay.
Do you have any thoughts on how do you think the bottom six is going to do this year, buddy?
I think that the rebuilt bottom six. I think there's not gonna be a lot of time spent in RON. It's gonna be with Lars Eller back there. I think, and a bunch of other players too. I think it's gonna be a better year defensively for the bottom six. You?
Yeah, no, and I think those guys, guys that he brought in are grinders, man. They're, it's not gonna be super pretty, but I think that they're not gonna produce a lot. I don't think they're gonna get scored on either. I think they're gonna just be a physical third and fourth line. Zach, obviously, feel free to expand upon that if you like, but I do have a super interesting, really been dominating the Penguins discussions as of late. Erik Karlsson, Zach. I really hope that we land him, Zach, because he's another veteran guy that I feel like can take some of the load off of Malkin, Crosby, and Letang. Yeah, I think Karlsson can definitely carry the load. I'm super curious to hear what you think, Zach.
Yeah, I think I hear that the Penguins landing Karlsson is still a realistic expectation. I think he'd be another big land for this team here. So it'll be interesting to see how that if we do end up getting him, and we will obviously keep you updated as we get reports in on that. Danny, any final thoughts for the team?
Yeah, no, Zach. With that specifically, I'm super optimistic, especially because it seems to be it's us and the Carolina Hurricanes, and I think that Erik Karlsson has some say, and obviously Red Burns, his old teammate,
Burns.
Great beard. But when Karlsson, and him were paired up.
On my luscious mustache.
Oh, Zach, for our audio listeners, it looks great.
Yeah,
Zach is.
I got to do a better job of describing what we're talking about for our audio listeners. I apologize. All right, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, when obviously that San Jose Stanley Cup Finals run, Brett Burns was the guy. And because of that, Erik Karlsson was solid, but his numbers went down. I think with San Jose, Erik Karlsson was, he kind of put the team on his back, and that's. We talked about this a little bit here, Zach, but that's why I am super intrigued to get another strong veteran guy like him, because last year was kind of an oddity with Crosby and Malkin staying healthy as long as they did. Obviously Letang had some health issues there, but because our best players are on the older side, we need guys that can step in and kind of carry the load. I think Erik Karlsson fits that description and fits that role perfectly.
All right, Danny. Any final thought? Actually, Danny's wall. Any final thoughts for your for the people here before you wrap up the episode?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not in frame here.
You gotta. That's one thing we're gonna fix.
We gotta work on that for next time. But Zach. I mean, I am. It's a little slow in the sports calendar here, but I'm looking forward to gearing up for football season, for hockey season, and hopefully the Pirates have a great second half here, man. And I always love talking sports with you.
All right, thank you, Danny. Yes, once again, Pirates and San Francisco Giants coming at you tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Local Lowdown YouTube channel. We look forward to seeing you then. Until next time, he is Danny Shanholzer. I am Zach Bischoff. We thank you for listening and watching episode number 3, part 2 of the Local Lowdown